Hello friends, welcome to the VLSI design course. So in today's lecture, today we are going to see the better understanding of signal and variable in VHDL. See, because in earlier examples we have seen in bit counter, 4-bit up counter, 4-bit down counter, the usage of difference when you use the variable, how the counter value goes differently, as well as if you use the signal, there is little bit difference. Okay, so it is better to understand the signal assignment, variable assignment, how it is executed inside a program, in a VHDL program. So it is very important topic, because any VHDL designer or VLSI designer must understand signal and variable very perfectly. Otherwise, if we not understood properly, then it will create lot of mistakes in his design. So let us try to understand the understanding of signal and variable assignments. Okay, so we'll just go through a small theory between the signal and variable. So variables can only be used inside the processes. Signals can be used inside or outside the process. Okay, so we have studied that process is a concurrent statement, but inside the process statements are executed sequentially. So variable can only be inside the process. Any variable that is created in one process cannot be used in another process. Please remember. So variable is local to that process only, but the signal can be used throughout the different processes or throughout the architecture. Okay, variable need to be defined after the keyword process but before the keyword begins. So usually variable declaration part is after the process and before the begin keyword. Signals are defined in the architecture before the begin statement. Okay, so signals are declared in the architecture declarative area and variables are declared between the process declarative area. Variables are assigned using colon equal assignment symbol, whereas signals are assigned using less than. So this already we have seen and we have already used it. So just a revision we are doing here. Variables that are assigned immediately take the value of the assignment. So this is very important. Variables that are assigned immediately take the value of the assignment. Signal depends on it, on if it's combinational or sequential code. Okay, try to understand. So variable take the assignment very immediately. Variables that are assigned immediately take the value. Okay, in this case variable take a very immediate action, but signal assignment is depend on the either combinational circuit or the sequential code. Okay, so let's see. The most important thing to understand and largest source of confusion is that variables immediately take the value of their assignment, whereas signals depend on if the signal is used as a combination or sequential code. So in case of combinational code, signals immediately take the value. Okay, in the combinational circuit, signals immediately take the values of their assignment. Okay, so it will be act like our variable assignment in case of combinational circuits. In sequential code, signals are used to create the flip-flop. That means they have memory element which inherently do not immediately take the value of their assignment. So in this case, at the end of the process, whenever you are using a sequential code, we are using sequential statement inside the process. So at the end, after end of the process, this signal assignment happen. Signal value, okay, value gets updated. Okay, so if you understand the difference between variable and signal, a simple variable assignment or variable values get updated immediately, and in case of signal, it depends on the where it is used, either in a combinational or in a sequential. If it is a combinational, Here also it assigns its value immediately, but in sequential it assigns at the end of the process, and it creates a flip-flop. So let us take one of the example to understand it better. So we are going to write a VHDL code for this example, and we'll try to simulate it in a better way. So in architecture section, we are going to take three inputs. Sorry, in entity I am not able to write here, so I am just mentioning signals A, comma B, comma C are of type in. Okay, so this input we are taking A, B, C in the entity section. Okay, then architecture behavioral of okay, here down count I have given the same number, so here we can give the name as signal versus variable is signal. So here I am declaring internal signals PQRS, so PQR, so with underscore S, so means it is a signal P, signal Q, signal R of type std underscore logic 3 down to 0, and initial value we are assigning 0. So initial value of P, Q, R signals are the 0, 0 temp process, begin process. So here the entity signal we are keeping A, B, C. Then variable also we are declaring variable P underscore V, Q underscore V, R underscore V, std underscore logic vector 3 down to 0. Okay, 3 down to now begin. Now signal assignment, what we are doing, we are doing the two types of assignment. One is signal, other one is the variable, and we'll try to find out the difference between them. Okay, so let us start. Now P underscore S is equal to A. So A, whatever the value of A, it is assigned to P underscore S. Then Q underscore S is equal to B plus this P underscore S. But why it will be assigned? Because P underscore S declared as the internal signal. So we can use it as a output as well as a input. So this P underscore S value will come here. It is combined with the addition of B plus P underscore S happen. Then it is assigned to the Q underscore S. Then R underscore S means R signal is equal to C plus Q signal. Okay, so these are the three statements we are writing in a signal assignment. Exactly same we are writing in a variable assignment. Now usually variables are not visible in the simulation, so these values again we are assigning to the signals P out, Q out, R out. P out V, P Q out, variable out, variable Q out, variable R out. So let us take one example and try to simulate it, how it will be happen. So I am taking initial value of, let's say initial value of A is equal to 2, B is equal to 4, and let us say C is equal to 6. Okay, so what will happen in a signal assignment? So in signal assignment, when the first execution happens, P underscore S becomes 2. This I am telling after the end of the process, okay. So P underscore S is equal to 2. Now here Q underscore S is equal to B. B's present value is 4 plus P underscore S. So P underscore S previous value is 0. So it is 0. That means B should become a 4. Have you understood? Here the assignment of this P underscore S will happen at the end of the process, not immediately. So this A value after end of the process, it will be assigned to P underscore S. But by default initial value it will be 0 only. Okay. So this assignment we are talking about and at the end of the process. Then R underscore S is equal to C value is 6 plus Q underscore S. So here Q underscore S previous value is again 0, so it should be 6. So that means P after execution P underscore S should be 2, QS should be 4, R signal should be 6. Now let us take for the variables. Now in case of variables, so P underscore V is equal to definitely 2. So here assignment happen very immediately. Then Q underscore V is equal to B's value is 4 plus, now here P underscore V immediately it will take, because in the variable assignment the value assigned mean taken very immediately. So this two value whatever here assigned, it immediately affects and it will take 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So that is the difference between signal and variable. So in signal it takes the previous value for the computation and assignment happen at the end of the process. Here also in variable the assignment happen immediately. So this two value goes to PV value updated here. Again R variable is equal to what is the value of C? C 6 plus value of QV, previous value of QV immediately 6. So here it will become a 12. Here it will become a 12. So like that, and these values are indirectly assigned to the P out 2, 6 and 12. So like this, if you understand, this is the difference between the signal assignment and the variable assignment. So let's begin and try to write a VHDL code for the same program and let us simulate it. So after simulation only we can understand it better. So in an entity we need to declare P A B C are of standard logic vector 3 down to 0 means 4 bit, and P out V, Q out V, R out V. Okay, so these many signals we are going to declare in an entity. Okay, so let's create a new project. So here input we have to take A comma B comma C. Okay, bus width of 3 down to 0, then P out underscore V comma Q out underscore V, R out underscore V. Variable output we wanted to show it here. So output type 3 down to 0. Next, finish. So it will create a A B C. But here again, as usual, for the addition we need to add one more library. It's called as the unsigned. Okay, because we are going to do here addition. So I'm just replacing the part. Okay, so let us declare the internal signals as per our internal signal declaration. So maybe this can be possible. I will copy. Okay, then variable, will directly end process. Okay, so here process we have taken process A comma B comma C are the input, variable P underscore V, Q, V, R, V 3 down to 0. Signal assignment, A is assigned to P signal, Q is equal to B plus P signal, R signal is equal to C plus Q signal. Then variable is R, P variable is equal to A, Q variable is equal to B plus P variable, and R variable is equal to C plus Q variable. And finally to take out this, P out variable is equal to P variable, Q variable, R variable. Okay, so like this now we have completed the program. Let's save it and just check the syntax. Just synthesize it. Usually in synthesis, if anything we have done wrong, like assignment or any problem in the multiple driver, so it will gives and throws an error. So before doing the simulation, better to do always synthesis and then go for the simulation. So let's begin the simulation. So let's start it. Restart it. Okay, so as I assign initial value of A is 2, B is 4, C is 6. So let's assign it in a simulation. So A, before that what we will do, all signals will change the radix to unsigned decimal. So we can, instead of binary, we can visible it in a decimal. Okay, so right click, force constant. So A is assigned 2, B we are going to assign as a 4, right, and C we are going to assign as a 6. Force constant 6, right. Then run it for 1 microsecond. Yeah, so actually we forget to initialize the values a, b, c. So that's what it is not taking the initial value. So let us start now. Everything is 0, 0. And now we'll assign our initial values. So initial value we plan to assign a is 2, b is 4, c is 6. So let's simulate it. Okay. So right click, force constant, a is 2. Sorry, before that, okay, let us make it unsigned decimal. So everything will make it unsigned decimal. Okay, so better understanding. Right click, radix, unsigned decimal. Okay, then b, force constant 4. Okay, force constant 6. Run it. Now if you observe it, the p out variables, whatever we thought, 2, 6, 12, yes, perfectly coming. 2, 6, 12, right? And signals are 2, 4, 6. So signals output will come 2, 4, 6. So if that means the signal assignment has taken at the end of the process, and variable assignment took place very immediately. Variable assignment took place very immediately. I'm just changing the signal color to okay something else. So if you see the variable p out, it is nothing but the variable p is equal to a. So a's value will be assigned here. Variable q is equal to variable p plus b. So variable immediately it will take this 2 plus 4 becomes 6, as well as variable r is nothing but c, 6 plus variable q. So 6 plus 6, 12. So in case of variable, assignment happen immediately and it keep changing the values. Now come to the signal. So in case of signal, p signal is equal to a. So whatever the a value is assigned to the p signal, then q signal is equal to p signal plus b, p signal plus b. But here pa signals previous value it will take. It will not take the this value, because this value assignment will happen at the end of the process. So this 0 plus 2, sorry, 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Got it? Similarly here, R signal is equal to previous value of QS plus C. So C is 6. So previous value of QS is 0, 0 plus 6, 6. Now again we'll add some more values. So let us change the value of A. Let us take for example 5, then B value, force constant I will take instead of 4, let us take it as it is a 3, and a C value let us take it as a for example 4, 5, 6. Let us check it, change it to 2. Okay, so run. Now check it. Now come to the variable. So variable p variable is equal to a, so it changes, yes, immediately it changes the value. Q variable is equal to p variable plus b. So p variable value is currently 5, 5 plus b is 8. Got it? So here this is also correct. Q variable is equal to, sorry, R variable is equal to Q variable plus C. So 8 plus 2 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. Now come back here. Now in P signal is equal to A. Yes, it takes the present value of A. Then Q signal is equal to P signal plus B. So you may think that here P signal's value is 5 and B is 3, so it should become 8. But no, this assignment of P signal is happen. This 5 will update at the end of the process. So it will take the previous value of P signal plus present value of B is 3 plus 2 is 5. B3, previous value of P signal is 2, it becomes 5. Similarly in C, previous value of Q signal plus present value of C, so 4 plus 2 it remains 6. Okay, so on one more last addition what we'll do, Now everything will make it 0 once again. Let's see what happen. So A is 0, B is 0, and C also 0. And let's see. Now this is interesting. Now because of 0, everything in variable becomes 0, because A is 0, immediately it updates value. Then P variable plus B is again 0, so Q variable also becomes 0. Because again R variable is equal to Q variable plus C, so everything becomes 0 in variable. So because of immediate assignment it happens. Now if you see here, in a signal assignment, P signal value is updated because of it is assigned only by the A. So A's present value is 0, so P signal updated. But if you observe the Q variable, Q signal and R signal, it changes. How it changes? Let's see. So Q signal is equal to previous value of P signal plus present value of B. So previous value of P signal is 5, 5 plus 0, so Q signal becomes 5. In case of R signal, it takes the previous value of Q signal, so previous value of Q signal is 5, 5 plus C 0, it becomes 5. So like this signal and variable assignment happen. So I hope you have understood this signal variable concept in a better way. Now I will request you to do by yourself and try to understand the signal and variable assignment in a better way.